Hey, how's it going, guys? Token Vaping here for another juice review. New company, new brand, new line. This was one that I had the opportunity to meet at the expo that I just recently attended on Long Island. Great guy. I got to meet a couple other guys that he works with as part of this company. This is the company called the Zen Vaper. And no, that's not me. I wasn't the model for this, but I got a kick out of the logo. It does have a little bit of a I guess you could say like a cartoony look to it, but it's not over the top, and it's pretty simple. But they have two lines with the company. One is called the Zen Vaper. If I can get this to focus for you guys. And the other one's called the Salty Zen, and that's their Salt Nick line, as well as a regular e-liquid line for a freebase. But I was able to acquire two of the flavors to do a review for, so I definitely wanted to knock one of them out now and let you guys know about this. You may not have heard of them, but once you try some of their flavors, like I had a chance to do, you're definitely going to want to know more of them. The one that I'm going to try today is Snickerdoodle, and I do apologize for the focus. There it goes, but the label has a little bit of a gloss to it, so it's messing with the focusing on my camera. This is a 75 ml bottle, and they are available in a 0, 3, and a 6. If there is a higher nic level, they will they can accommodate that. I don't quote me on that. I believe it does go up to a 6 though. And this is a Snickerdoodle, so according to their flavor profile, this is supposed to be a sugar cookie out of the oven with cinnamon. So, as many of you know, I'm not a huge fan of strong cinnamon flavors, so I'll be curious to see how this goes. Now, without further ado, I'm going to jump into the flavor for this. And as you can see right there, it is on fresh cotton. I do apologize about that. I had to clean it a little bit, as I always try to do. And it is with Tough Wicks Vape Wick. I've been a huge fan of them for a while, and I use their cotton as much as I can, as often as I can. It's the main one that I use for my reviews, but that link is always in the comment box below if you are interested in purchasing some for yourself. If you do like this video or want to subscribe, click that link, hit the like button, and be definitely appreciated for that. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open. As you can see, there is a safety ring on that to keep it from just falling open or spinning open easily. We do that break. Okay, so the smell actually is very promising, because you do get a slight cinnamon smell on that, but it's very smoothed out. It's not, I won't say it's super faint, but you do smell it, but it's not overpowering. You definitely get a very strong sugar cookie taste, taste. Haven't vaped it yet, but you do get a very strong sugar cookie smell that almost does have the way that it smells, at least for me, kind of like after you've baked them, and then when you walk into the kitchen, and then that smell that's left behind, that's kind of the smell that I get off of that, and that's very enjoyable. It's very impressive to get a smell that basically kind of sparks a thought like that. If anybody's ever baked them, I almost want to say that it might be a little bit reminiscent of that, so that's also a fun little kick that a smell can do for you. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, and like I said, the main thing that I'm looking at besides the flavor is to see how strong the cinnamon is. So here we go. Okay, so as I usually try to do for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick re-drip, and that basically is just to ensure that, since it is fresh cotton, if there's supposed to be something specific with the flavor that I might not have gotten on the first try, that I do pick it up so that I don't miss out on it. Also, if something I got on the first try seemed to be a little strong, I want to do a re-drip also just to see if it smooths out, so that I don't falsely say one thing about it and then find out differently because I've been using it a little bit more. The other thing is, don't let the size of the cap or the bottle fool you. Like most nowadays, they actually make it with a really thin nozzle tip. I don't know if you can see that, just like that, which makes it really easy and convenient when you're dripping or trying to keep it on the cotton, things like that. So that's really nice as well. So here we go with the second try on this. This is Snickerdoodle from the Zen Vaper. Okay, so happy to say cinnamon is not super strong. It is pretty subtle, but you do definitely taste it. It's more an undertone, and definitely on the exhale you do pick up that slight cinnamon hit, but it's almost like if somebody did a slight sprinkle. It definitely does give that feel of the cinnamon as more of an accent is probably a better word for it. It's not the main star of it. I'm going to assume that it wasn't meant to be, but it definitely has a very nice accent to help enhance the flavor a bit more. The sugar cookie flavor aspect of it, now it's not going to have a strong sugar taste, so for people who don't like really sweet flavors, things like that, not to worry. This definitely doesn't have a overly sweet taste. But the sugar cookie part of it, if you've ever had a fresh baked sugar cookie, picture it after it's come out of the oven and it's sat and cooled, but I would say right in between warm and before it gets basically cold, to where it's been sitting out for a little bit. That taste, that you get, that almost kind of a melt on your tongue feel for it, but it has a warm, almost kind of like a warm fuzzy feel to it, as far as like a legitimate like homemade cookie, instead of one that you buy at the store. Now, the thing that I definitely am picking up with this flavor is that on a dripper, since you do run these do get a bit hotter than it will in a regular tank. It feels like if you go up in power a little bit more, the warmer you make the vape, the more that feel of that flavor, that warm flavor, is going to pop. And that's really interesting for flavors when they are able to accent it in that way, to where, you know, by adjusting your heat, you can kind of enhance that flavor a bit more or tone it down a little bit more, depending on your flavor preference, because not everybody has the same palate or taste preferences. But to have that adjustability in a flavor like that is really cool. But like I said, this particular one, this is an 80-20 VGPG. So if you are, you know, a high VG vapor, or you like the thicker liquids, this definitely will be right up your alley. It definitely holds well for the flavor, and you definitely get a nice vapor production. It also has a mixed on date, which is nice also. So for people who are worrying about how long a bottle's been sitting on the shelf, or, you know, I know that so-and-so made this bottle, but, you know, depending on who they get it from, how long did it sit there, you know, but they tell you right on the bottle when it was mixed. So it gives you a more accurate idea of how long it's been, whether on the shelf or before it got ordered, things like that, before it got into your hands. This is a 3, as it is for myself. It is 0.3 and a 6 for sure. Like I said, I do apologize. I believe that's as high as it goes. It may go to a 12, but don't quote me on that. And this is a 75 milliliter bottle as well, so you can definitely check them out. Check out their Instagram page, check out their website. They are on Facebook as well. It's thezenvaper.com, at the Zen Vaper on Instagram, and Facebook is the Zen Vaper. And like I said, you can't really go wrong with a smiling Buddha. It just makes your day. So as always, guys, thank you for taking a moment to watch my video. If you are interested in this flavor or any other type of flavors, definitely hit me up, let me know. I will do the best that I can to try to get as many reviews done for you guys as I can. Until next time, always truly love yourself, always keep it cloudy.